Morning, YouTubers. This is my gun collection. Missing a few soldiers here. My wife's got two of them with her right now. One is a LCP 380 handgun. The other one is a Raven 25 ACP. Just wanted to start out with that, letting you know that this is not the complete set here. But I'm going to start out with this one. This is my hunting rifle. It's a Model 74 Remington 30-06. It's got a 3x9 by or 3x12 by 50 field point scope on it with lighted reticles. Shoots really good. Killed a couple deer with that last year. One of my favorite guns is a straight shooter. Pretty good condition. Good all-around gun. Can't really go wrong with 30-06. Next one is one I just picked up the other day. It is a Browning BLR 81. It's got a cheaper Tasco scope on it. I'm going to change that out. It was on it when I bought the gun. Cheaper Tasco scope, chambered in 243. Scope is a 3x9 by 40. Looks like it's going to be, from the reviews that I've read, they're pretty good guns. Always wanted a 243. I kind of like lever action, so I picked this one up pretty cheap. And hopefully it'll shoot as good as it looks. Very nice gun. Next one is my gun I've owned the longest. Got this from my dad's friend, who was a hunter, used to hang out with us a lot. I started hunting with it. He was leaving. He was from downstate. He left it with me and told me I could keep it. But it's a Model 94 Winchester. Pre-64. This one was made in 1949. It's all original. Never had anything done to the stock. Never, had any rebluing done on it. What you see is what you get. And that's probably one of the best shooting 30-30s I've ever fired. I've owned a couple of them, but I've always went back to this one. Open sights, no scope. Can't drill it and tap it for a scope. It ruins the value. This one right here is probably worth about $650, $700 the way it is. If it was in A1 condition, it'd probably be worth about $1,000. So there's that. Those are my 3 hunting rifles. Now it's on to my play toys. This is my DPMS A15. It's got a 3x9 by 40 NC Star on it, scope. I was looking for a scope because I was planning on not using it a whole lot, but I just wanted a scope to throw on there, and that was the most cost effective, $70 from Sportsman's Guide. I like to use, I've got detachable front and rear sights for it, 30 round Tatco magazine, polymer. And just so you know, all these guns have been cleared. Everything is cleared. All the guns are locked to the rear. Magazines out. Everything has been cleared. So, just to let you know. So nobody throws a hissy fit about this. Like I was saying, this one here was one of my play toys. I picked it up. I put all the accessories on it. Great shooting gun. I've got about 500 rounds through it so far. I love it. Next one is a gun that I picked up for shooting skeet and stuff. It's a Mossberg 500. Right now I've got my slug barrel on it. I took that to the range and I shot some 3-inch slugs through it the other day. Kicks like a mule. I've got the 30-inch bird barrel in the cabinet that I don't have out here right now. That's a good shooting gun. I like it. Like I said, kicks like a mule. Next one is CVA Wolf. I picked this up last year. I needed a new muzzleloader, 209 primer, short barrel. I think it's got a 20-inch barrel on it. Pretty accurate though. Last winter it's tapped and drilled for a scope. If you want to put one on there, I like the open sight still myself. So I'm going to leave that on there. Shot a deer with it 90 yards last year. Second deer of the year, but I got this one during muzzleloading season, obviously. Good shot. Dropped it dead in its tracks. Next one is Savage, model 93 R17. Picked that one up just for a plinking toy. I wanted something a little more powerful than a 22, a little longer range. So I picked this one up, and sorry about that. This one's got a 5-shot magazine, bolt action. This thing is literally a tack driver. You can do 5-inch or 5-shot groups on a quarter, less than an inch at 100 yards, as long as the wind's not blowing. The wind drastically affects the way this gun shoots, very much so. If you watch some of the videos on here, you'll see, you know, everybody, they're very accurate. I shoot the Hornady VMAX out of there, 17 grain. Very, very little destructive rounds if you hit some small game with them. Make quite the kaboom. This one's got a 3x9x40 Bushnell on it, sighted right in, works great. Next, last but not least, is one of my first 22s I picked up. It is a Remington Viper 522. This is the gun I used prior to purchasing this gun. Lost my magazine for it for a while, and then I just found a spot online. Sportsmansguide.com sells the magazines for these. They're a little bit expensive, $49.95, but it's the only option you have if you lost your magazine. So I didn't really care to pay $50 for a magazine for it, but I really had no choice, so I picked one of them up the other day. And that's all my rifles for right now. I've got a few more I want to add to my list, but as of right now, that's all I have. Like I was saying, missing from the lineup of my handguns is Ruger LCP 380 and Raven, Phoenix Armed Raven 25 ACP. My wife carries both those. One in the van, one in her purse. First is the Glock 36 45 Auto. It's a single stack 45 ACP. It's the only single stack gun that Glock makes. 6-shot. 2 magazines I usually carry with me when I'm carrying that because it's limited firepower. But I guess if you really need more than one shot, you know, you need to go to the range and practice a little more. Next is Walther PK380. I originally bought that for my wife, but she doesn't care for it, said it was a little too big, so I basically traded her my Ruger LCP for it. So I carry this one around town. 380, I'm firing MagTech 380 plus P rounds out of it, hollow points. They're pretty little destructive rounds. They've got quite a bit of bark to them. Firing them off at the range, and the guy that was next to me was shooting the same kind of gun as a Ruger LCP. He had his earplugs in. I started shooting these off through it, and he stopped shooting and asked me what I was firing because they had a little bark. Next one is the little brother to the PK380. This one I bought just for going off and blasting rounds off. The Walther P22 10-shot magazine. This one's the 5-inch target barrel. I picked that one up because I wanted it to be a little more accurate at the range. This one does pretty good. The only thing that's kind of weird about it is the sights on it. It's got a really wide, I'm going to try to see if you can line it up here and see it. It's got a really wide rear sight post. So you've got quite a bit of error there if you move it off to the side. Once you get used to it though, it's not too bad. You kind of know exactly where to put it. So you shoot pretty good with it. But as of now, that's all my guns. I put this on here because I enjoy looking at other people's gun collections, and I hope everybody enjoyed looking at mine. This is just a start. Like I said, this BLR, I'm getting anxious to go and shoot this one. Just picked that one up actually yesterday. So, I'm getting excited to take it to the range and try it out. I'm going to go buy a box of rounds and shoot it off, and I'll get back with you and let you know how it works. As for now, everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching.